Welcome to the Soul Ascendancy channel, and thank you for joining us today. We are so excited to have you here as we delve into a truly transformative topic. This video is for all of you who have ever felt the weight of life's struggles, who have felt unworthy or lost along the way. Today, we're talking about something incredibly profound. The journey of the chosen ones, the path that God has laid out for those He has set apart. This is your reminder that no matter where you are in your journey, you are not alone, and God is guiding you towards a destiny beyond your wildest dreams. In the Bible, we are constantly reminded of the importance of love in our lives. In 1 John 4:7-8, it says, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." This passage teaches us that love is not simply an emotion or an action. It is the very essence of God's being. Love flows from the heart of the divine, and when we choose to love others, we align ourselves with God's purpose for our lives. Throughout the scriptures, love is not just a command, but a way of life. Jesus himself exemplified this love by offering his life for the salvation of humanity. In John 15, he says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." Love, in its purest form, is sacrificial. It gives without expecting anything in return. This selfless love is the foundation of our faith and the key to living a life that is truly meaningful. It is through love that we connect to our higher purpose and to one another, building a community that reflects the light of God in the world. Before we begin, I invite you to take a moment to reflect and interact with this message. Please comment Amen below if you believe in the divine journey God has for you, and don't forget to subscribe to the Soul Ascendancy channel for more uplifting content. Like subscribing, you're not just joining a channel, you're becoming part of a community of faith, walking together in trust and hope, encouraged by the power of God's Word. Now, let's dive deep into the incredible truth that God has a throne prepared for you, and He will elevate you to reach it. In the journey of faith, there is a call that resonates deep within each of us. It is an invitation to a destiny uniquely designed by God, a calling that is as individual as our fingerprints. This call is not just a beckoning. It is a divine assurance that we were chosen for something greater than ourselves. It is a call to fulfill a purpose that goes beyond our understanding and to live out a life that reflects God's love, wisdom, and power. As we step into His promises, we begin to realize the depth of His plan for us. We begin to understand that we are not just ordinary people. We are His chosen ones, handpicked, set apart for His divine purpose. Being chosen by God is not simply a title we wear or a badge of honor we claim. It is a journey, and not just any journey, but one that is filled with preparation, patience, and profound transformation. The road ahead may seem long, and at times, it may feel as though we are unqualified or wonder why we were selected for such a task. But know this: God sees beyond our limitations. He sees our heart, the potential He has placed within us. His view is not confined to the here and now, but stretches into eternity, where His plans are perfect and His timing flawless. As we journey along this path, we may encounter obstacles, delays, and setbacks that make us question our worthiness. We may wonder why things are not happening as quickly as we had hoped, or why we seem to be constantly tested. But let me assure you, each challenge, each moment of waiting, and each seeming setback serves a purpose. God is not just concerned with our destination. He is more focused on shaping our character, strengthening our faith, and refining our trust in Him. He is preparing us for a throne, a place where we will fulfill our calling and bring glory to His name. You see, the throne that God has prepared for you is not merely a position of power or prestige. It is not a seat of earthly success. Instead, it is a place where you will fully embody His love, His wisdom, and His power. It is a place where you will stand firm in your calling, living out the purpose He has destined for you. The challenges you face today are part of that preparation. They are not obstacles meant to break you, but tools that God uses to refine you, to build you up, and to strengthen your resolve. Every trial, every moment of struggle, and every detour along the way is part of the divine process that is leading you to the place He has promised. During these seasons of waiting and testing, when the path seems steep and the burden too heavy to bear, remember this: You are not walking this road alone. God has chosen you for this journey, and He is with you every step of the way. Even when the way forward seems unclear, He is present, guiding you, encouraging you, and molding you into the person He has created you to be. His presence is constant, and His love is unwavering. When you feel like giving up, when the weight of the journey seems too much to bear, take a moment to remember that you are His chosen one, and He will not abandon you. As you continue on this path, trust in His timing. His plan for your life is perfect, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. Lean into His strength and allow His love to guide you through the difficult times. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, and that each step you take is leading you closer to the throne He has prepared for you. The journey may be long, and at times it may seem uncertain, but take comfort in the fact that God is with you, and His plans for you are beyond anything you could ever imagine. You are chosen, handpicked by God for a purpose that is greater than yourself. Your journey is not in vain, and every step you take brings you closer to the fulfillment of His promises. Trust in His process, lean into His guidance, and remember that the throne He has prepared for you is waiting. It is not just a position to be attained, but a place where you will fulfill your divine purpose and bring glory to His name. Stay strong in faith, and never forget that God is with you every step of the way. You are His chosen one, and He will elevate you to reach your throne. As Alex sat by his grandmother's side, the weight of the years seemed to fall away. She had always been a constant figure in his life, though from a distance. Their bond, while never particularly close, was now undergoing a deep transformation. In her frail condition, her gentle eyes seemed to speak volumes, something he hadn't truly understood until now. The simple words she shared, "Love heals everything," echoed in his mind, reverberating with an unexpected resonance. He had spent years chasing success, striving for achievement and external validation, thinking that was the path to fulfillment. But now, sitting beside her, he realized how deeply he had neglected the most important force in life. He thought back to the days of his youth, when his grandmother would hold him close and tell him stories of love, kindness, and compassion. Those memories felt distant now, buried under layers of ambition and the grind of daily life. But in this moment, something stirred within him. It was as if the very essence of love had been lying dormant inside him, waiting for the right moment to awaken. There, in the hospital room, Alex began to understand that love was not just a sentimental feeling. It was a powerful force capable of healing. It wasn't about the material success he had been so focused on. It was about the connections he had failed to nurture. It was about the love he had overlooked in his relentless pursuit of achievement. As he spent more time with his grandmother, reading to her and reminiscing about the past, he found himself changing. He was no longer the man consumed by the need to rise above others or prove his worth. Instead, he was rediscovering the truth that love, kindness, and connection were the keys to a fulfilling life. When his grandmother passed away, it felt as though a part of him had gone with her. But in her final words, "The love you've shown me keeps me here, and it's healing you too," Alex found a profound truth that would forever change him. He realized that love is not just something we give. It's something we receive, something that nourishes us and fills the emptiness we so often try to fill with worldly success. His grandmother's love had not only healed her but had begun to heal him as well. In the days that followed, Alex began to reorient his life. He reconnected with his family, rebuilt friendships, and approached his career with a renewed sense of purpose. No longer did he chase after success as the ultimate goal. Instead, he sought to build connections, to show love, and to be present for others. He came to understand that love is the foundation of everything. Without it, nothing else matters. Through his journey, Alex learned a powerful lesson. That success, while important, is fleeting if not anchored in love. The love we share with others is the true measure of a life well lived. And as he began to reflect on his own path, he saw how easily he had been swept up in the pursuit of achievements that ultimately didn't bring him peace. It wasn't until he stopped and looked inward that he realized what truly mattered. When we're able to love without condition, to offer kindness without expecting anything in return, we transcend the limitations of our own desires and align ourselves with something much greater than ourselves. This love is not born out of need or expectation, but from a place of pure generosity and selflessness. In these moments, we become vessels for a higher purpose, reflecting the divine love that God has for all of us. We are called to love others as God loves us, without boundaries, without conditions, and without hesitation. This love is not merely an action. It is the essence of who we are. It is a reflection of our truest selves, of the divine spark that exists within each of us. The Bible teaches us, in no uncertain terms, that without love, even the greatest achievements mean nothing. No matter how many accolades we receive, how much wealth we accumulate, or how many goals we achieve, if these things are not rooted in love, they are hollow. Through we are reminding. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. This powerful scripture tells us that love is the foundation of everything. It is not enough to simply accomplish great things. We must do so with love in our hearts. Alex's life, as we have seen, serves as a testament to this biblical truth. His career had brought him the recognition and status he thought he wanted, but it was only when he began to embrace love, both giving and receiving, that he found true peace. His success, which had once felt so important, became secondary to the love he shared with his family and the emotional connections he nurtured. It was through these relationships that Alex discovered a deeper, more lasting fulfillment than any promotion or salary increase could provide. As in his grandmother's illness, he found a profound reminder that love is the ultimate source of peace and healing. Before that, Alex had been focused on the external markers of success, climbing the corporate ladder, receiving accolades, and acquiring material wealth. He had convinced himself that these things were the key to happiness, that they would provide him with the sense of meaning he was desperately searching for. Yet, when his grandmother's condition worsened, Alex was forced to confront the emptiness that had been growing within him. It was in that moment of vulnerability that he began to understand the importance of love in his life. No amount of success or external validation could replace the deep, abiding sense of peace that comes from loving and being loved. In embracing love, Alex found his purpose. He realized that it was love, not success, that provided him with a sense of peace and fulfillment. His career achievements, while important in their own right, paled in comparison to the joy he felt from caring for his grandmother, supporting his family, and cultivating deeper, more meaningful relationships. Love had the power to heal not just the people around him, but Alex himself. It opened his heart, transforming him from the inside out. Story speaks to a universal truth, that the pursuit of love and connection is the true path to peace. We can spend our entire lives chasing external success, but without love, we will always find ourselves longing for something more. As the Bible reminds us, love is the greatest commandment. When we love others as we are loved by God, we align ourselves with the divine purpose that transcends our individual desires and ambitions. The journey of life is not about accumulating wealth or achieving success in the traditional sense. It is about fostering love and compassion in our hearts and sharing it with others. Love is not something we can hold on to for ourselves. It is meant to be shared freely, without condition, without expectation. When we love unconditionally, we become a reflection of the divine love that surrounds us all. We become conduits of that love, allowing it to flow through us and into the lives of those around us. In our own lives, we may find ourselves caught in the pursuit of success, much like Alex, believing that happiness will come once we have achieved our goals. But just as Alex learned, the true source of fulfillment lies not in what we accomplish. It is love that transforms us, that heals our wounds, that fills the emptiness within. When we choose love, we choose peace. We choose to live in alignment with a higher purpose, one that transcends the fleeting satisfaction of external success. As we reflect on the life of Alex and the wisdom shared through his journey, let us remember that true fulfillment comes not from what we achieve, but from the love we give and receive. The love that connects us to others, to our deepest selves, and to God. This love is the force that guides us through the trials and tribulations of life, helping us to find peace even in the most challenging circumstances. So, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the role that love plays in your own life. Are you prioritizing love over success? Are you nurturing your relationships, caring for those around you, and allowing love to transform your heart? Let us choose love in all that we do, knowing that it is the key to lasting peace and fulfillment. And if this message has resonated with you, leave a comment below with the word Amen, and subscribe to the Soul Ascendancy channel, where we continue to explore the power of love and the divine purpose that connects us all. Together, let us walk the path of love, and let it be the light that guides us toward peace and fulfillment. As you listen to this story, you may find yourself reflecting on your own journey. Have you been caught in the cycle of success, pushing love to the side in the name of ambition? Are you overlooking the people around you, thinking that your accomplishments define your worth? If so, it's not too late to change. Life has a way of guiding us back to what truly matters, love. And in that process, we find healing, peace, and a deeper connection to the world around us. Just like Alex, we all have the potential to rediscover love in its truest form. It may take a moment of loss, a moment of reflection, or even a moment of hardship to awaken us to the power of love. But once we realize that love is the key to inner peace, we can begin to shift our priorities. We no longer chase success for its own sake. We chase love, kindness, and connection. And in doing so, we discover a joy that surpasses anything material success can offer. For those who have been chosen to walk this path, the journey isn't just about personal achievement. It's about lifting others up, about showing them the love and care they deserve. When we recognize the value of love, we can begin to spread it in every area of our lives. We become conduits of healing, offering light in places of darkness and comfort to those who are hurt. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to reflect on the role that love plays in your life. Are you nurturing the relationships that matter most? Are you giving love freely, without expecting anything in return? It's never too late to make a change, to realign yourself with the values that truly matter. Love is the answer, the foundation of everything we seek in life. As you continue on your own journey, remember this: the true crown we receive is not one of material wealth or worldly accolades. It is the crown of love, the love we give, the love we receive, and the love that heals us. When we walk in love, we are walking in alignment with our divine purpose. And in that purpose, so as we move forward, let us all embrace the transformative power of love. Let it guide us, let it heal us, and let it shape the way we live. And as we share this message with others, let us inspire them to seek love in all its forms. For in the end, it is love that makes all things whole. If this message has touched you, I encourage you to leave a comment below. Write Amen to affirm that you believe in the power of love and to show your support for this community. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Soul Ascendancy, where we continue to explore these life-changing truths. Together, we can create a world where love is at the center, healing hearts and transforming lives. As we come to the end of this journey, it's important to take a moment to pause and reflect on the deeper layers of what we've explored. We've ventured through stories of personal transformation, of individuals facing their own struggles, learning to open their hearts, and ultimately embracing the power of love, empathy, and kindness. We've seen that, despite the external pressures and societal expectations, the true fulfillment in life is found not in what we achieve, but in how we connect with others and the depth of compassion we offer. It is all too easy to get swept away in the relentless pursuit of success. We chase after accolades, promotions, and the external recognition that society tells us defines our worth. We set one goal after another, believing that with each achievement, we will inch closer to a sense of fulfillment, the idea that success, however we define it, will finally provide us with the meaning and purpose we've been searching for can become a powerful driving force. Yet, as we've learned from the stories of Mark, Sarah, and Alex, the reality is far more complex. No matter how much we accomplish, no matter how many titles we earn or milestones we reach, something vital is always missing if love is absent from our lives. Love is not a mere luxury to be enjoyed once all our tasks are completed or once we've reached the top of the ladder. It is the foundation of everything meaningful. The pursuit of external success, while important in its own right, will never fill the void that love alone can. In fact, without love, everything else, achievements, recognition, wealth, becomes hollow. The accolades may be loud, the rewards enticing, but deep within, we remain empty. Love, in its purest form, is the only thing that can fill that emptiness and bring us the peace we long for. It is the force that binds us to the world around us, connecting us to those we cherish, to our purpose, and ultimately, to ourselves. As Mark discovered through his own hardships and realizations, the pressures and ambitions that once drove him to neglect others, like Sarah, were illusions, temporary distractions from what truly matters. Mark's transformation came not from achieving more in his career, but from understanding the power of empathy, compassion, and the value of human connection. When he found himself in a place of vulnerability, unable to control his circumstances, he realized that his previous focus on success had left him detached from the very thing that would have allowed him to experience true fulfillment: love. It was only when he opened his heart to love that he began to heal, not just himself, but his relationships with others, including the memory of Sarah, who he had once failed to support. Similarly, Alex's story shows us the power of love to heal the deepest wounds. He spent years climbing the ladder of success, only to find that the higher he rose, the more distant he became from the very people he loved, and from the love he had for himself. His grandmother's illness, an unexpected turn in his life, reminded him of something far more valuable than career accomplishments or material gain. Through her, Alex rediscovered the truth that love is not simply something we give. It is something that transforms us. It is through acts of love, both given and received, that we heal, reconnect with our deepest selves, and find peace amidst the chaos of life. When he cared for his grandmother, he wasn't just tending to her needs. He was healing his own brokenness, rediscovering the love that had always been within him, but had been buried beneath years of ambition and striving. None of worldly success can replace the richness that love brings to our lives. Love is the force that heals wounds we often don't even realize we have. It mends broken hearts, fills the emptiness inside us, and helps us to see the world and ourselves more clearly. In the pursuit of achievement, we can easily lose sight of the simple, yet profound truth that love is the ultimate source of fulfillment. It is not something to be chased after in the same way we chase success. It is something to be nurtured and embraced. Love is the force that guides us when we feel lost, that provides us with the strength to keep going when we're tempted to give up. It is the thread that ties us to one another, to our purpose, and to the divine presence that is always with us. In our busy lives, it can be easy to forget the importance of love. We may become so consumed with achieving success and meeting expectations that we neglect the relationships that truly matter. But it is in these relationships, whether with family, friends, or even with ourselves, that we find the true meaning of life. Love isn't something that can be bought, earned, or measured by external standards. It is the essence of who we are, the heart of our existence, and it is only through love that we can truly experience the depth of fulfillment that we seek. As we reflect on the stories of Mark, Sarah, and Alex, let us remember that the pursuit of success alone will never bring lasting peace. Success can be fulfilling in the short term, but without love, it will always leave us wanting more. It is love that fills the void, that brings us closer to our truest selves, and that connects us to others in ways that cannot be measured by the metrics of worldly success. When we embrace love, we embrace our fullest potential. When we choose love, we choose life, a life filled with meaning, peace, and the kind of fulfillment that cannot be found in titles, promotions, or accolades. So let us make the choice to prioritize love in all that we do. Let us build our lives not on the pursuit of external success, but on the foundation of love that nourishes our souls and connects us to each other. Let us remember that love is not a commodity to be exchanged, but a force that transcends everything we know, healing us, transforming us, and guiding us through every challenge we face. When we open ourselves to love, we unlock the greatest power in the universe. The power to heal, to grow, and to experience the fulfillment that comes not from what we achieve, but from who we become when we live in love. If you have found resonance in these words, I encourage you to share this message with those around you. Let love be the force that drives us all toward a greater, more connected world. And if you are moved by this message, leave a comment below with the word Amen and subscribe to the channel soul ascendancy, so that we can continue to grow together in love, purpose, and fulfillment. Mark, a man once hardened by ambition, learned through the most difficult of circumstances. His own health crisis, that empathy and care for others were not signs of weakness, but essential pillars of a meaningful life. Through his journey, he discovered the profound impact that understanding and supporting those around him could have, not just on others but on his own sense of purpose. His story reminds us that life is not just about what we achieve for ourselves, but how we contribute to the lives of others. When we fail to see the humanity in others, we not only hurt them, but we also prevent ourselves from experiencing the fullness of life. Mark's transformation teaches us that true strength lies in compassion, in the ability to walk alongside others in their struggles, and in offering a helping hand without judgment. Similarly, Alex's story reveals the deeper truth that love is not a passive emotion, but a transformative force that can heal the most broken parts of us. When Alex's grandmother, a figure he had taken for granted, fell ill, he was forced to confront the emptiness he had been running from. His life had been filled with external pursuits, but they had left him feeling disconnected, unfulfilled. It was only through his grandmother's quiet wisdom and the time he spent caring for her that he rediscovered the power of love, how it nourishes not just those we give it to, but also ourselves. His grandmother's passing was a painful but necessary catalyst for his personal growth. In the end, Alex learned that love is the greatest force in the universe. It transcends time and space, it heals wounds, and it connects us all. The love he gave his grandmother filled the void he had been carrying, and through that process, he became more fully himself, more connected to others, and more aligned with his true purpose. What these stories ultimately remind us is that the journey toward true fulfillment is not one that can be measured by the accumulation of wealth, power, or status. While these external markers of success may offer temporary satisfaction, they are not the source of lasting peace or inner happiness. True fulfillment lies in the connections we build with others and the love we cultivate within our hearts. In a world that often equates success with material gain and personal achievement, it is easy to forget that it is love, both for others and for ourselves, that holds the key to lasting joy. Love, in its deepest sense, is not merely something we give to others. It is an energy that transforms us from the inside out. When we open ourselves to love, we create space for healing, growth, and peace within ourselves. Love acts as a transformative force, allowing us to move beyond our ego-driven desires and into a state of emotional and spiritual fulfillment. The more we allow ourselves to give and receive love, the more we discover who we truly are beneath the layers of ambition and achievement. Love clears the fog of self-doubt, judgment, and fear, and reveals our true, authentic selves. The power of love is not only in what it offers to others, but also in what it does for us as individuals. Love invites us to be vulnerable, to let go of our armor, and to allow others to see our true selves. It breaks down the walls we build around our hearts and opens us up to deeper connection and understanding. In its purest form, love does not demand anything in return. It is selfless, unconditional, and abundant, and it is through this kind of love that we heal from the wounds of our past, overcome the challenges of our present, and find peace within our hearts. Moreover, love is the thread that ties together all the other virtues: empathy, kindness, humility, and compassion. Without love, these qualities would lack the depth and sincerity they need to make a true impact. Empathy, when rooted in love, becomes a genuine understanding of the pain and struggles of others. Kindness, fueled by love, transcends mere acts of politeness and becomes a force for positive change. Humility, when guided by love, allows us to see ourselves not as superior to others, but as equals, each deserving of respect and care. Compassion, when anchored in love, motivates us to take action, to ease the suffering of those around us, and to share in their burdens. In a world where we often look for fulfillment outside of ourselves, whether through success, possessions, or recognition, it is easy to overlook the profound truth that love is the foundation upon which all other aspects of a meaningful life are built. Without love, we are incomplete. But with love, we are whole. Love is the glue that holds together our relationships, our purpose, and our sense of belonging. It is the ultimate source of healing, growth, and transformation. As we open our hearts to love, we are not only offering something valuable to others, but we are also enriching our own lives, deepening our connection to the world around us, and finding the peace and fulfillment that eludes so many in the pursuit of worldly success. So when we choose love, we choose life in its most authentic and fulfilling form. And it is through this love that we are called to be a light in the world, to share our gifts, to serve others, and to contribute to the greater good. It is in this love that we find our true calling and purpose. And it is through love that we ultimately discover the profound peace and joy that make life worth living. So, let us not be deceived by the empty promises of external success, but instead, let us focus on the love that resides within us and the love we share with those around us. For in love, we find everything we need. The realization that love is the most important aspect of our lives is not always an easy one to come to. In today's fast-paced world, we are often taught to prioritize success above all else. From a young age, we are conditioned to believe that our worth is directly tied to our achievements, the positions we hold in society, and the external recognition we receive from others. We are encouraged to climb the ladder of success, to prove our value through our work, our income, and the titles we hold. As a result, many of us become so absorbed in this pursuit of success that we lose sight of the things that truly matter. The relationships we cherish, the emotional connections we cultivate, and the moments of peace and reflection that give our lives meaning. In this constant race for achievement, we can easily forget that true fulfillment doesn't come from external validation. While accolades, promotions, and financial rewards may bring temporary satisfaction, they don't nourish our spirits in the same way that love and human connection do. We live in a culture that often tells us that happiness is a result of what we accomplish, but deep down, we know that this kind of happiness is fleeting. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we must constantly perform, compete, and prove ourselves in order to be worthy. Yet, this mindset can leave us feeling empty, disconnected, and unsatisfied, as we neglect the very aspects of life that nurture our souls. In our relentless pursuit of external success, we may unintentionally push away the people who matter most. We may lose touch with the deep, authentic connections that bring us joy and fulfillment. We might become so focused on our goals and aspirations that we overlook the simple, everyday acts of love, kindness, and compassion that are the true foundation of a meaningful life. So these small moments of connection, in the time we spend with those we love, and in the quiet reflections that we often find the deepest sense of peace. These are the moments that truly define us and give us purpose. Not the titles we hold or the achievements we can boast about, but constantly striving for more. We may also forget the importance of self-care and emotional well-being. True success is not just about how much we can accomplish, but about how well we balance our inner peace with our outer accomplishments. When we neglect our emotional needs and the relationships that give us life, we risk losing touch with the very essence of who we are. Stories of Mark and Alex serve as powerful reminders that we are not meant to walk this journey alone. We are here to support each other, to lift each other up, and to offer compassion in times of struggle. The crown we seek is not one made of gold or precious stones. It is the crown of love, the love we give and receive, the love that makes us human, and the love that brings us closer to our divine purpose. This love transcends all other pursuits. It is a force that cannot be measured by worldly standards but can be felt in the heart, in the quiet moments of connection, in the healing of wounds, and in the restoration of hope. As we reflect on these stories, we are invited to look inward. Are we living lives of love, or are we chasing after things that will never satisfy? Are we taking the time to connect with those around us, to offer our love and support, or are we too focused on our own success to notice the needs of others? Love is a choice, a conscious decision to put others before ourselves, to listen, to care, to show up when it's hard, and to be present in the lives of those who need us. It is not always easy, and it often requires sacrifice, but the reward is immeasurable. When we choose love, we choose to live with a purpose that is greater than ourselves. In your own life, ask yourself where you can open up more to love. Perhaps there are relationships that need mending, or maybe there are people around you who need your compassion. It could be as simple as offering a kind word to someone who is struggling, or taking the time to listen to someone's story. Every act of love, no matter how small, has the power to transform. It is through these acts that we become the change we wish to see in the world. And so, we come to the realization that love is not just something we give to others. It is something that heals us as well. As we offer love, we receive love in return. It is a reciprocal process, one that enriches both the giver and the receiver. The more we give, the more we open ourselves to receiving, and in this flow of love, we find peace. We find healing. We find purpose. The love that we offer to others is a reflection of the love that we have for ourselves, and the more we cultivate self-love, the more we can give to those around us. This is the essence of true connection. As you move forward, remember that love is the key to unlocking everything you desire in life. It is the foundation upon which all other things are built. Without love, everything else is meaningless. Love gives life its purpose, its depth, and its beauty. It is in love that we find our true selves, and it is in love that we discover the divine purpose for which we were created. So, as we close this message, I encourage you to reflect on your own life and the love you are giving and receiving. Are you open to love? Are you willing to let go of the things that no longer serve you in order to make space for love? If so, let this be the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where love guides you, where compassion leads you, and where your purpose becomes clear. If this message has touched your heart, I encourage you to share it with others who may need to hear it. Leave a comment below with Amen to affirm your commitment to living a life of love and connection. And don't forget to subscribe to the Soul Ascendancy channel for more messages like this one. Together, we can create a world where love reigns supreme, a world where we heal, grow, and rise. May you walk in love, always, and may your heart be filled with the peace that only love can bring.